It's Tuesday, which means there's news. That's right, it's the Tuesday News Day. Do you like news? Well, you've come to the right place because I am your host, Andrew, and this is Crypto Espresso, your teeny tiny daily shot of caffeinated crypto headlines. Prepare yourself. First up, a bankruptcy filing reveals the scale of the challenge facing BlockFi. The company estimates that it has more than 100,000 creditors in the books and owes more than $1 billion to the top three. A court document shows that one of those owed money is the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission with a brain-popping sum of $30 million outstanding. This is linked to a $100 million settlement agreed back in February after it failed to register the offers and sales of its crypto lending product. Overall, the largest unsecured creditor is Ancora Trust Company, which acted as a trustee for the interest-bearing accounts that BlockFi offered. It's owed a whopping $729 million. And in other developments, the Financial Times is reporting that BlockFi is suing Sam Bankman-Fried in an attempt to seize shares in Robinhood. Of all the fights that Elon Musk has picked since taking control of Twitter, the most dangerous one may be the one that he has now picked with Apple, accusing it of threatening to boot Twitter off the App Store. The billionaire has attacked the tech giant for charging a 30% fee whenever anything is purchased through an iPhone. The whole kerfuffle came about after the entrepreneur tweeted, "Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America?" Twitter's removal from the App Store would have devastating consequences for the social network that Musk bought for a whopping $44 billion. It could stop iPhone and iPad users from being able to download it and prevent existing users from getting software updates. Kraken has been facing a maximum fine of $272,228,964 after violating U.S. sanctions by letting Iranian nationals use its services. But the penalty it's actually paid? $362,000. That's just 0.133% of what it would have been, and it shows that honesty might actually be the best policy. Kraken reported the violation itself, since the problem was a technical flaw that allowed Iranians to get around its generally good know your customer controls. Furthermore, the company agreed to spend an extra $100,000 to improve its compliance systems, so this little oopsie wouldn't happen again. The Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Asset Control, OFAC, which imposes and regulates sanctions, has its eye firmly on crypto at the moment, so let that be a lesson to all exchanges. Be on your best behavior. And finally, the bear market has led to a number of high-profile casualties among crypto businesses, but according to the FT, they're not the only ones suffering. A new report suggests that nightclubs in Miami have seen a marked decline in big spenders ever since the value of major cryptocurrencies plummeted, thus dragging NFTs down with them. The FT spoke to one hotel group that said crypto entrepreneurs were willing to blow $500,000 on renting a club exclusively for just one evening, spending insane amounts of money. The revelers were 95% men and young with a kind of nerdy style, with some ordering 12 or 24 bottles of the most expensive champagne and then just showering themselves without even drinking it. And as somebody who exclusively bathes in only the finest champagne, I can relate. The bubbles are really good for your pores. Sure, it makes you feel really sticky and greatly increases the likelihood of bee attacks, but it's a small price to pay to feel better than everyone else. A cheaper path to superiority though? For budget-conscious folks, it's liking this video, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and clicking on that little bell icon to get buzzed whenever a new Crypto Espresso video goes live. On yesterday's video, I asked for titles to Amazon's new FTX docudrama, and oh boy, you delivered. Debox75 said, "How did FTX spill the Crypto Espresso?" Crypto Moon Easy said, "FTX in the city," or the F word. And M. Rusi, or Mr. Usi, said Samuel the Bankman's fraud. I think I have to add an alleged to that to cover our legal bases. Today, sound off on Elon's Twitter report card thus far. Is he figuratively killing it, or literally killing it? Let us know in those comments below because I read them and I'll shout out my favorites in tomorrow's episode. Questions about today's headlines or crypto in general? Ask Alex in that description below. Alex is also a great resource for all things Web3 and the metaverse, and that about does it for today. Again, I've been your host, Andrew. These have been your headlines, and we'll see all of your beautiful faces tomorrow.